Coach just told him to move back, the outfield.
Xaverian comes in. Of course, they're playing a tough conference. They've dropped games against St. John's Prep already, and this week they lost to both Walpole and Wellesley, two of the stronger teams in the Bay State League. So I know they got a new AD over there, but Coach Lambert has been there a long time. I'm sure that's
a rip.
Well, to left center field here, but
the gap.
It hits the gap and rolls right to the fence. They're going to send the runner. Well, Kowski get a chance at him. Just a nice throw, one hop throw.
Yeah.
On that double.
Slight hesitation on the relay. Would have been a little closer, but that's a ball up the gap.
Robbie Wachowski made a nice throw there, taking that relay from Suncott, but a long double there to the fence, just about to the fence in left center field, produces the first run for the Hawks here and gives Xaverian a 1-0 lead with the man on second with one out here in the first inning. So.
And they're using those composite metal bats. This Norwood for years was in the wood bat league, but no, even the Bay State League has switched back, haven't they?
Yeah, they've given in to everybody just about now. I don't know if there is a wood bat.
Yeah, I don't believe there is.
In the state.
No.
All right, cleanup hitter, the big lefty, and he swings and fouls, tips it back. We're talking to some of the coaches before the game, and again, Coach Igo's, Kevin Igo is the head coach, and he's assisted by the two O'Learys, Tom O'Leary Sr. and Jr. Paul Urker, as usual, back in this year. Oh, they got a chance at chance at second there, drove him back in on a dive. Kevin Eckhart has, because of some work responsibilities, not able to be he was sort of the pitching coach, so Dave Dalton, a long-time JV coach for Norwood, has moved up.
Nice pitch.
Ooh, just missed there, huh?
Didn't get the call on that.
Slow curveball. Well, we don't have the scoreboard working, so we're going to have you keep the count here, Jimmy, too.
You're relying on the wrong person. I know there's 2 strikes.
Well, as you know, we do some football games, and we ask you to do one thing generally.
And that doesn't happen usually.
Right. Let us know how many timeouts are left each, and that never seems to work. So
good velocity starting off for Dennehy. Just having a little trouble locating the breaking ball.
Yeah. All right. He's got 2 strikes on this batter, though. And he again fouls it off. It looked like a half-hearted swing, sort of, but he spoiled it. Yeah, Dennehy, not a big kid. He's only a sophomore, but he has a very good arm. Generally can play anywhere else in the field, in the infield or outfield. I know last year they used him a lot in center field. There's a line drive. Ooh, jets through beyond the dive. Oh, and it's misplayed in center field, so that's going to score the second run. And now he is going to come to third. I thought he was going to hold there, but throw comes in, and Jay Wachowski grabs it. So a line drive base hit, which probably would have scored.
They're going to appeal that the runner missed second.
The runner is out. Somebody on the bench was watching there. Yep. So the man that hit the ball for the base hit to score the run ended up at third but missed second base. And the umpire picked up on that, and somebody on the Norwood bench, I think it was young O'Leary, Palmer Jr., they went right over, and Hayes tagged the bag, and the runner was declared out for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, so that's going to go as a single and a 2-base error, and then the runner missed.
Right.
So it's a big break for Norwood, although it is still 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 here in the top of the first, and another lefty here for the Hawks. Jason is low with that pitch to even the count 1-1. There's a pitch must have just missed inside because it looked like he had it right where he wanted it there.
It's the third lefty we've seen out of the first 5 batters.
Yeah. There's a ball rip, but Hayes makes a nice play, knocks it down, picks it up, and gets the out. So Dennehy gets out of the inning, helped by the running mistake by the Hawk runner. And so after a half inning here at Balch Field, Xaverian 2 and Norwood coming to bat.
We boxed that around. Well,
All right.
because they're not coming up for a
All
while.
right. You got it? Yeah. Yeah, give it back to him.
Joyce.
No.
Don't call on me.
All right, we're back here for the bottom of the first inning, and it's we know it's Conley pitching for Xaverian and catching is Wainwright. We got the Xaverian roster and lineup now, and my assistant, Mr. Cady, is putting that together. But leading off for Norwood is Jay Wachowski, the third baseman, the senior, the lefty batter. Comes with some power, too, from the leadoff spot, and he takes ball 2, 2-0. Conley's a pretty good size right-hander for Xaverian. All right, his 2-0 pitch is, ball hit deep to left field. Looks like over the left fielder's head and up against the fence. He's going to have an easy stand-up double to lead off here. Well hit ball. He went with that pitch and went deep over the left fielder's head and shot hopped the fence out in left field. So now it has the leadoff man on at first base, at second base rather. I'm sorry, with nobody out here. And the second batter is the pitcher, Jason Dennehy. Last year as a freshman, Dennehy had a very good year with the bat. And 2 of the better hitters on the team, I think, last year, Jimmy, were Dennehy and Robbie Wachowski, 2 15-year-old freshmen.
Freshmen at the time, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Dennehy takes a strike right in there from Conley. Don't know if you're picking this up, but the Xaverian second baseman, he's got a full mask on. He looks like he's playing at Gillette today, not at Pete Wall Field here. And it is a little cool, but I don't know if it's quite that bad here. All right, 1-1 pitch to Jason Dennehy, and it's just low. All right, 2-1 here. And he's low again, 3-1. So Dennehy's worked the count in his favor. Let's see if he can move, at least move Mikowski over here. A DH due next here. And he pours that fastball in for a
that was
strike.
That was a strike he didn't get when he was pitching.
All right.
High and outside.
That counts full here with nobody out. And he fouls it back.
You always want to at least be pointing towards the opposite field, try and move the runner along.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a hole over there, looks like. The second baseman's ducking in here.
Nice
to
ground
hold.
ball in the hole, be nice here. Probably score the runner.
Yeah. All right, 3-2 again. He hits a ground ball to shortstop, right at the shortstop. All right, he's going to try to go. Rakowski, he tries to go, but he's shot with his slide, and he is out.
Yeah, that's not good base running there.
Right. Rakowski's thrown out by the first baseman.
You're always going to score from second on a single anyway, so you don't want to run into an out down 2-0.
Well, he had a couple of things going against him there. One, the shortstop came in on that ball. Was not a long throw.
Yeah, and
from
he had to
him.
retreat back to the base for his starting point.
Right.
To get to third there is not
All
usually
right.
going to happen. They had plenty of time.
All right, so that double play leaves us with the DH here, the third batter for Norwood. Sean French. All right.
DH this year.
Yeah, he's DHing for the second baseman Hayes. He fouls off a pitch, the 0-2 pitch, to stay alive here.
Played a lot of first base last year, didn't he?
He did, and he's going to play, I think, this year also. Reardon has come in. I don't know, Reardon didn't play varsity last year. Of course, he's a terrific hockey player. He's won a position there. And I hear that James Whalen, the sophomore, will do some pitching and play first base. A big, tall target there. Again, fouled back by French. Yeah, Whalen nursing a little bit of a sore back. Coach Dalton told me before the game. And we should mention that Dave Dalton's the first base coach, and Tom O'Leary Jr., as usual, down at third base. All right.
Laid off that pitch.
Yeah, good eye there by Sean French.
Playing him awful shallow. The center fielder, at least, is very shallow on French.
Yeah, for a third hitter.
Batter.
Yeah. Oh, he swings at that pitch in the dirt. Picked up and thrown out. He's thrown out on the play to first base by the catcher. So, after one here at Pete Wall Field.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy. It is Xaverian 2 and Norwood no score.
Living Local is a new program coming to Norwood Community Media that highlights businesses and events here in Norwood. Everything you need to know about eating local, shopping local, exercising local, or even creating local, you'll find it right here on NCM's newest program, Living Local. You'll get an inside look into what makes each business unique. Only on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Must have been playing, so my phone didn't ring.
Yeah.
I believe it's not the pitcher, is it?
It does. It looks like the pitcher.
Yeah. So I don't think they're using a DH today.
No. All right. So Conley, the pitcher, bats here. He's a righty batter, and as along, checks his swing there on the ball, curveball in the dirt.
It's a good thing. I don't know if there's any Norwood kids on the
No,
roster
I don't.
for Xaverian. I haven't heard of anybody.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
Yeah, usually in the past we've had standout Norwood kids have gone there.
Well, Dennehy's stepbrother, right?
Yeah,
Tete Mendoza.
Yeah.
Right, he was a captain a couple of years
Vicente.
back. Huh?
Yeah,
Vicente
Vicente
Tete, they
Mendoza.
call him.
Yeah.
You know, center fielder for. There's another ball in the dirt. Yeah, center fielder. I think he's playing college ball in Connecticut somewhere, isn't he?
He was at Southern Connecticut
Yeah.
State, but he's transferred out of there. He's
Uh-huh.
now in a community college, and he's
Good.
last I heard.
Yeah. Oh, fouled off. So 2-2 pitch fouled off at the plate.
And another local product, Trevor McQuaid, I know, is a senior this year at Assumption.
No,
he played against. He's a Westwood kid, but
Yeah.
he's got roots in Norwood, the McQuaid family.
Oh, again, fouled off. That good overhand curveball that Dennehy has. So Conley, facing his counterpart, is hung tough here. 2-2 count.
2-0 here in the second inning. Sparse crowd today. And the weather isn't cooperating at all.
Yeah, of course, Norwood only plays, funny, Norwood only plays one game this holiday week. School's out, vacation, and just this one game. Oh, nice pitch to get in the 3-2 count, get that first out. Yeah, I was a little surprised that, but it seemed like the TVL plays very little. I did see Norton played midfield, I think, yesterday. So it isn't like the whole league is shut down, but generally...
a lot of people go away, and there's conflicts, and although you got to be at practices too.
Yeah.
That's a rip to right
ball
field.
hit deep to right, but John Carter just takes a couple of steps back. He had him played perfectly for the second out of the inning here.
Number 16, that was the other Joyce for Xaverian.
Yeah, now we have...
Zumbasis, I want to say. Tsoumbasis.
All right,
This should
6.
be the left field.
Your left fielder?
I believe he's the left fielder.
All right.
I got to say believe in case I make a mistake.
Right.
I don't want to.
Very unusual for you to be mistaken. Ball, is that a swing? I
It
don't
looked
think-
like a swing, but I don't think they've even
They
checked
didn't
unless
check.
it was a foul tip. He didn't make any sort of gesture, the umpire.
Looks like it was a ball then. 1-0 count here with 2 down. He's a little high there. Then he works quick. He gets that ball, gets on the rubber, and looks to throw the ball. And he gets a sign from Molione, and he's high again here. What bat is this, Jimmy? Is this the 8th?
Yes,
Yeah.
eighth batter in the line.
Batter coming to the bottom of their order. Looks like their catcher on deck.
Wainwright.
Yeah. Oh, 3-0.
Oh,
Just
foul
foul.
ball.
Ripped that ball down the left field line.
Yeah, it was about 6 inches foul there.
Right.
Ripped.
Yeah, immediately called foul by the home plate umpire. So then he got a strike there. Maybe he did call that first pitch a strike. A little unusual for the 8th batter to be swinging at a 3-0 pitch. So that might even the count at 2-2 here for Dennehy. All right, he was in the windup and throws. He's got a nice, easy ball to shortstop. Robbie Wachowski on the Reardon for the out.
And nice 1-2-3 inning there.
Yeah, settled down nicely there, Jason Dennehy, and let's see if Norwood come up with some runs here as they go to the last of the second. We'll take a break with the score: Xaverian 2 and Norwood nothing.
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations, and offenses that impact crashes, like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Wachowski, the younger of the brothers.
Yeah, it's going to be Rob Wachowski, Sukar, and Moleon, the catcher, due up for Norwood here at the bottom of the second inning.
Oh, he rips that ball with a nice play by the second baseman right at him. Wachowski line drive to the second baseman. He knocked it down with his glove. And
second baseman did just about everything wrong and turned his head, and the ball popped into his glove. And no, it's been getting some good looks at this pitcher.
Well, the two Wachowskis both have hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
All right. And so, I believe his name is Michael. It is Michael Sunkar. It's a ground ball
It's
to deep in the hole, and he's got some speed, but nice play by that shortstop. All right, number 2, the shortstop for Xaverian made a nice play there. His name would be
Foley.
That's Foley.
Foley, I think, may not be batting today. I think he's the one being DH for, because their pitcher is batting, Conley.
Right. He's made a nice play, though. Went to the hole. Strong throw for the second out. All right, so now it's catcher. Matt Moleon, senior catcher. Did most of the catching last year for Norwood. A big, sturdy right-handed batter. He tops one down the right third base line, foul.
Steady drizzle here now.
Yeah. So you see that our producer director Brian Dunn has got to scramble because of this expensive equipment that they give us. Oh, there's another ground ball foul.
Ooh.
And that was booted by the third base coach, Tom O'Leary.
Yeah, he got him in on the hands there.
Right.
2 in a row.
Yeah, so two strikes here. 1-2 in the dirt there. Even the count at 2-2.
Looks like Norwood with a little smaller roster than in years past.
Yeah.
We used to carry like 23 or 4.
Oh, there's a towering fly ball, but to medium left field, and the left fielder goes back towards the line and makes the catch for the third out. So here at Balch School, we take a break here after 2 full innings. Xaverian 2 and Norwood nothing.
Kid looked like he had never caught a fly ball before.
Jesus, I know.
High
It was as
school.
easy as.
I mean, high school. The level of play's gone way down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your home for all things Norwood, online at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.
And the bottom 9th hitter for the Xaverian Hawks, the catcher, Wainwright, leads off against Dennehy. Looks like Norwood still with the same lineup in the field. And Dennehy pours a strike right in there. Again, Dennehy's thrown to Moleon. The infield is Reardon, Hayes, Robbie Wachowski, and Jay Wachowski from first to third. hung that curveball just high. In the outfield, we'll have Mark Murphy, Suncar, and Johnny Cotter in right field.
Joyce and Rapoli do up after this Wainwright, the
Yeah.
last batter, and then we go to the top of the order again.
Yeah, and they at the top of their order produced. Ooh, there's a ball
Struck
hit
well
deep
up the
to
gap.
left, and it's right off the top of the fence by Wainwright. And he'll have a stand-up double there as the Murphy gets it into Robbie Wachowski.
Murphy, good job getting that ball in.
Yeah, the ball almost went out, Jimmy.
Yeah,
you know,
it's been
missed by about a foot of right at the top of that fence over there. And of course, above that fence is a netting. You hit it in the net, it's a home run. So
Joyce, who rounded out the first, and the first inning is up.
ooh, good pitch there, just missed by Dennehy. Yeah, all these they come with some lefties here too. I mean, he's a lefty, and you know they got a righty next. But then what, 3 in a row? Yeah. Oh, just missed there.
Yeah. Not many close pitches going Norwood's way.
No, both of those pitches pretty close, and Dennehy shows a little disappointment that he didn't get one of those calls at least. There's a foul back, straight back.
Xaverian choosing not to sacrifice here.
No, they're pretty aggressive
Yeah,
too.
I mean, this kid pulled the ball hard last time too. So.
Right, this is a nice play by Reardon, right? He went in the hole and made a nice dive and play and made the throw to Dennehy. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, that looked like a good pitch. It was to even the count 2-2.
We may get cut short in this broadcast if this rain keeps up. I mean, remember last year we had one of the games we were doing. We got midstream. The game was. It just started pouring.
I think they eventually did not resume that game, right?
No, but they can't risk their equipment being destroyed
The other thing
for a couple of ham and eggers like us.
Right. Let me ask you: do you get paid a full game if you?
Well, we get half of our salary.
Ooh.
You know, half of zero.
Yeah,
what was
half
that?
of zero. Dennehy again hung that curveball on a 3-2 pitch, so Xaverian has runners at first and second here with nobody out.
Yeah, with Norwood's offense really not producing much in the first 4 games, they can't really afford to go down by much more than 2 runs. It's 2-0 now in the third.
You know, the corners are in here, Wachowski and Reardon.
This is Rapoli, who he walked his first time up.
All right, he takes a strike there. All right. I don't know. We put a bunt on here. It's cold. It's a little rain. Probably the ball a little wet if you get it down on that grass. He's got a chance at him. Oh, he threw the ball.
It's going to go out of play, so the runner's going to advance.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, that's too bad. They had the runner. They had the runner at second. The runner at second was picked off. Dennehy's throw to third, though, was off the tip of the glove. I think it was wide. I don't think he would have had him, Jimmy, anyway. And
not with a good throw. He might have had him.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he.
But where the throw was,
the runner left way too early.
Yeah.
Looks like he was gonna be a double steal.
Yeah, like a hit and run maybe or something, huh? Yeah. All right, so Xaverian's gone ahead 3-0. And a good pitch there, swing and a miss. 3-0. Nobody out here, and
swinging for the fences here.
Right, the Hawks have a man at second base with nobody out. All right, Denny in a stretch here.
Nice.
Oh, a nice
it's a
fastball.
big strikeout.
Yeah, he gets his first out of the inning. Swinging third strike on the outside corner, so that brings up the third batter, number 7.
That's Foster. Last time up, he hit a ball up in the left center gap.
Yeah. Dennehy's trying to keep him close there, and so he had turned and threw to Hayes, drive that runner on second back. He just misses inside with that curveball there.
Outfield straight away and rather deep for this batter.
You know, this part of the order hit the ball a little hard. Just misses on the inside corner there. All right, 2-0 count here. As it swings at that ball and hits it to Wachowski. It's on the first for the out. Nice play by Robbie Wachowski. Holds that runner there for the second out of the inning. So Xaverian will come. We'll have one of their lefties here.
Papacelli is up.
Papacelli, he had a base hit, right? And
yeah, he had the single that turned into a two-base error.
And then
he
was out.
He missed second base, rounded second. So.
All right, so 2 down now by Dennehy. Ooh, ball hit left field. Murphy's there, and he makes the catch. So Dennehy does a nice job of limiting the damage. Xaverian adds 1 to take a 3-0 lead here after 2.5. We'll take a break. Now with bottom third of their order coming to the plate in the last of the third.
Murphy, Ridden, and Carter in the inning.
Yeah. Oh, big swing and miss there. Murphy, a good, strong kid. Of course, we saw him a lot, Jimmy.
Quarterback
at, for the high school. Again, big rip there. He doesn't get cheated, huh?
No. His head's a little off the ball, though.
Yeah. Conley's throwing 2 fastballs. Ooh, just missed there. I'm sure he was looking for that, but that's a good 0-2 pitch by Conley.
Yeah, that was on the corner, too.
All right. Conley, again, he works quickly, too. Murphy fouls it straight back.
Yeah, that's a blessing on a cold day. Both pitches working quickly.
Well, you know, for us, but also for their fielders. You want you don't want to be standing there in this cool, damp weather. And there's another foul that's back. Up into the parking lot here at the Balch Complex, Pete Wall Field here. Field looks nice too,
huh?
Nice
and green.
Yeah. And again, he fouls it back. Picked a low pitch and fouls it over behind the shed there.
He likes to swing the bat, which is a good thing too.
Yeah. All right, 1-2 here on Mark Murphy. Ooh, he takes that first time he saw the curveball. Nice curveball by Conley. And he takes it for strike 3. Yeah, you know, this year, Jimmy, they covered this infield with a polyurethane type cover, and so no snow fell on it. And they say there's a little pop-up there, and Conley has called it himself. He takes it for the second out. Aiden Ridden was hitting there. And Mark Ryan was telling me you take it off and it will be green within a day or so. of course, and you could appreciate this, seeing you're just back from Myrtle Beach. It's a concept they have in golf, where
they cover the greens.
They cover the greens, and they're ready to play on almost immediately. But the outfield looks great too. They did not only covered the infield here, of course, the grass of the infield. But yeah, it looks in great shape, and it should. There's a nice bunt there down the third baseline by Carter, and the ball throw by Conley is in the stands, and
it's a beautiful thing there. Beautiful bunt, made the pitcher work, and it's going to be a close play.
I think he might have had a beat anyway, but it was a bad throw.
Yeah, we're going to give him a base hit and an error.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so Carter used his speed. He's probably one of the, if not the fastest, quickest men on the Norwood squad. So he stands at second with 2 down, and
Wachowski's up.
Jay Wachowski.
Doubled the first time to lead the game off.
And he fouls a curveball back to fall behind 1 strike here with 2 outs. See if he can get a big 2-out hit here to plate Norwood's first run. And he turns on that and hits a hard ground ball, well fouled down the right field line. All right, Wachowski in the hole here, 0-2.
Again, they're playing shallow for...
Yeah, he hit that ball well over their heads last time, Jimmy, huh? Ooh, fastball right down the middle, it looked like a good pitch, and Jay, I think, knows it. So he takes strike 3, so it threatened with John Carter's hit, and they're attached, but it couldn't score him. So after 3 here, 3 complete, Xaverian 3, and Norwood no score.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for our newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Drive, but Carter literally didn't have to move. Had him played perfectly for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, quick moving game. We're already in the top of the 4th.
Yeah.
3-0 Xaverian.
All right. Conley, the pitcher, hits here. Oh, he gets him with a...
Starts him with a little off speed.
Yeah, he was out in front, so then he works 0-1 here with 1 out. Ooh, just looked like he just missed there. All right, he winds and he throws, and his curveball bounced right down there here off the screen in front of the dugout. For a 1-2 count here.
That saved the cameraman a ball into the shins.
Yeah, see Timmy Rose on the camera right beside us on the third base camera. Oh, nice pitch on the curveball, and Moleone blocks that ball in the dirt. Throws to Reardon for the second out of the inning. Yeah, we want to thank NCM, and we know we got Timmy Rose here on the main camera at third base, and Brian Dunn is director and producer, but and we'll get a listing of all the other folks who are here today.
We got a robotic camera in center
it's
field.
Right there. Right. Oh. And my hands aren't any good. That was in the E10. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
All right. So, yeah. So we're joining us is along with Timmy Rose is Kevin Sisk, Stephen Allinger, Maggie Federico, Michael O'Donnell, and of course, as we said, the head man of the crew today, Brian Dunn. So we want to thank NCM for having us back again. You'd think after baseball and football that we've done that might have ended, but they brought back Sean McDonough for Red Sox radio broadcast, so I guess we get a chance too.
You get a good velocity on the last pitch. I think it's the hardest pitch he's thrown today.
Yeah. So he
Dennehy.
Ooh, he's got a nice
And he dropped
curveball
one in
there.
there.
Ooh, a second strike. Yeah, he's working fast, and he's throwing strikes now. And he's got 2 outs here in the 4th, and he gets him again. Another nice curveball.
Yeah, I think the ump might have a brunch date on that one. Gave him a
little help, you think?
Yeah, well, as long as for both teams. And after 3.5 innings, it's Xaverian 3 and Norwood no score.
Right.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Bill Norman, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
Fourth inning. And our DH, Sean French, who I was told, Jimmy, would be the first in as a relief if Dennehy ran into any trouble. Sean's going to be a right-handed pitcher for this team too.
Norwood thus far only with 2 hits, a double and a bunt single.
Right. All right, French is ahead 2-0 here. Norwood needs some runners here with the heart of their order coming up next, 4th and 5th batters. And Frenchie takes, and I call him Frenchie, his father, of course, father and uncles have been involved in Norwood baseball for many years. And Sean's dad, Danny, coached and has played. And of course, he had that uncle. What was the uncle that left? He lives in Canton. Andy French, a heck of a hitter for Pete Wall. He's a good eye there. Takes ball 4. So now it does have a runner here, and he trots down to first, where Coach Dalton greets him and reminds him that there's 1 out here. And now they may use their substitution rule here. Coach Igo's gonna, because you got the re-entry. So yeah, number 7.
Yeah, that's going to be Calvin Meyer,
All right.
according to my roster.
All right. So Calvin Meyer goes in as a runner for Sean French with 1 down here. And French can go back in as the DH, or any positional player can immediately go in at any point. That's the difference of the re-entry. And you were alluding to that. He steps off, Connolly steps off. All right, so Robbie Wachowski hits. You were saying that Coach Igo likes to keep a big roster usually, and he's not quite as large this year, but the re-entry helps him because he can get kids into the game, and then re-enter his starters.
It's perfect for high school. I mean, you don't want to see re-entry in college.
All right, there's a ground ball to third. Nice play there. Ooh, do they turn it? They do. Ooh.
They did.
They nip Wachowski at first there. Nice 5-4-3 double play. Perfect hop for the third baseman, and he made a nice feed on to second, and the second baseman turned that just barely getting Robbie Wachowski at first.
Xaverian making most of the plays in the field.
They are.
After 4, it's 3-0.
Yeah. So.
Living Local is a new program coming to Norwood Community Media that highlights businesses and events here in Norwood. Everything you need to know about eating local, shopping local, exercising local, or even creating local, you'll find it right here on NCM's newest program, Living Local. You'll get an inside look into what makes each business unique. Only on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Top of the fifth, 3-0 Hawks. And Dennehy working to who's number 6.
It looks like some bosses. We're going to say some bosses.
He hits a ground ball that Dennehy knocks it down, picks it up, and throws to Tomasello at first base. We had a couple of changes we were going to let you know, and they beat us to it there, Jimmy. But Sam Tomasello is now playing first base, and Jack Kelly is in at second base. So 2 Norwood defensive changes here in the 5th.
Brings up Wainwright, the catcher for Xaverian, who hit the left field fence on the fly.
Igo still doesn't think he's got that much power. He just brought in Murphy as left fielder.
But he has moved over further.
Mm-hmm.
He was giving him. He was playing more towards the line the last time up.
Yeah.
But he hasn't moved. Him back yet.
I'll tell you, for a 9th hitter, he hit that ball hard last time. It doesn't seem it, Jimmy, but youth baseball should be up and running in the next week or so too. I think I heard.
I think the parade's not this weekend, is it?
Right, Little League I think is a week behind. I think Little League will start next weekend, the 27th, 28th. They'll have the parade under the supervision of Dupa Kelly and Shockey. And I think, though, Babe Ruth might be starting this week. Johnny Lighteyes, of course, back as the commissioner, Babe Ruth League commissioner. And an 8th team. They had to add a team. They had so many kids. Oh, he missed again. 4 straight. Dennehy's been pretty good with his control, but he walks Wainwright, the 9th hitter. So Xaverian with 1 out.
Leadoff batter comes up again.
Top of their order.
Yeah, he's walked and grounded to first.
All right, from the stretch, Dennehy sees the leadoff hitter ground a ball down the right field line, foul.
A lot of pitches being taken today. They're swinging at strikes, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Moving the game along.
Well, I see both. Well, I think both teams are aggressive offensively. They swing. You're right. They swing the bats. The Xaverian's not looking to wait. They get ahead on the count, 2-0. They swing the bat. All right.
Trouble.
There's a ball in the right center field. Suncar cuts it off and gets it in quickly. Good play to hold Wainwright at second. And a line drive single. I know it's got a little bit of warm-up action behind us here.
You notice the center fielder, Suncar's got a very strong throwing arm.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, this is our first time seeing a lot of these other kids we've seen either in Legion or or here at Norwood High, or have heard about him, but Suncar is new to Norwood. He came right in and won the center field position, and has started one game for Norwood too. There's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Molione.
I noticed they tried double steal last time, first and second. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, well,
Got your leadoff man and your last man.
you got Jack Kelly and trying to keep him close, and they try to play at first base. Timing play, Tomasello trying to sneak in behind that runner at first. Yeah, but Xaverian was wise to it.
This is Rapoli. Walked and struck out.
Ooh, it's a high pop. I don't know if it's going to stay in. Nope, just in the right near the dugout.
Good effort by
Xaverian.
Dennehy there to get off the mound. He was almost there for it.
Yeah, Dennehy was sprinting over there after releasing the pitch. Nice. He's a very good athlete. Does everything well on a baseball field. Now this Rapoli, there was a Rapoli, and I don't know if he's any relation, that was a hitting type instructor, had played at Xaverian a number of years ago, would be probably, could be the father or the uncle of this fella. And I think he's quite well known in these parts as working for some of the AAU programs and hitting clinics. So I wonder if he might be. And I think he also, the elder Rapoli, was from Xaverian. Oh, he follows that pitch back and he shakes his head. He thought he had something there. He could have driven.
Was Rapoli a Bentley guy, or?
You know, I think he went to school somewhere around here. You're right. I'm not sure. All right.
We can say just about anything we want about the other team. Nobody's going to see our broadcast. knows that we're mistaken.
Ooh, hung that curveball. He didn't try to get out of the way, and now he's complaining that he didn't try. But I don't know if he stepped in towards it, but he didn't move out of the way. It was a slow curve, and it hit Rapoli in the shoulder, left-hand shoulder.
That leaves the bases jammed.
Yeah. Important part of this game. Because what do we got? One down here?
Yeah, we got the number 3 batter, Foster, up. He's got a double first time up. He hit the gap too.
All right, with Norwood not scoring too many runs recently, Coach Igo has brought the infield in all the way around at the edge of the grass. Dennehy's working from the stretch. He's got a nice curveball for a strike there.
Blocked by the catcher, Molione.
Yeah. No, it had David Hayes, the senior, warming up. But Dennehy's works ahead now nicely. 0-2 here with one down.
Yeah.
Big man here.
Got to waste one here in the dirt.
Ground ball. Oh, with Wachowski playing in, he's able to sneak that line drive through. Hard ground ball right by the bag at third, and scores 2 runs there.
That's
Murphy
a killer
got it
there.
in.
That's an 0-2 pitch, kind of a hanging curve.
Yeah.
And,
he ripped that ball. That was a hard hit.
Nothing the third baseman could do on that.
No, not where he was playing. Particularly, Jay might have had a shot at it if he was playing his normal position back. But yeah, no chance there. So it goes for a 2-run hit. I don't know if they give him a.
It's a single. He went to
up.
second on the throw.
Right. Murphy tried to get the man at the plate, but he had scored easily. So now it has to keep their infield in because the runners for Xaverian at second and third with one down. The Hawks jumping now to a 5-0 lead. Nice pitch there by Dennehy, and again he's out in front here.
Pompicelli, he's got a single and a slide to left. The single went to the left center.
Ooh, nice pitch there. Fastball outside. He made him chase to get the second out there.
Wolf hit the ball hard last time, right to the right fielder.
Yeah. All right.
On the line.
No, it can push their infield back. So 2 outs, men on second and third. Boys a strike, a fastball right in there.
Still throwing pretty hard. Dennehy is.
Well, he's got a nice easy motion. Doesn't look like he works real hard. Like I said, he's come right out and thrown 2 complete games.
Yeah. Breaking ball's a little, it's a little work today. Well, it's a cold day. I mean, you get the grip, isn't working.
That's a perfect example there, Jimmy. That pitch there hung way high. And it was like he didn't have a good grip on it, and it slipped.
Oh, it's ripped.
There's a line drive to right field. Carter comes up throwing, and they hold that runner at third. So Xaverian has added to their lead to go ahead 6-0 on that line drive base hit to right.
That was hit almost too hard to get that second runner right.
Yeah, right to Carter. He charged it and come up throwing. I think Norwood, he hit the cutoff man, but Tomasello would have had a good chance to wheel and throw, get the man at the plate.
Conley, the Xaverian pitcher, struck out twice today, so hopefully end the inning.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Then on first and third, will Xaverian try to just squeeze another run with a double steal here. He throws a strike right in and even the count. Doesn't look it yet. I mean, both runners with very short leads.
Well, 6 runs is a good cushion anyway.
Yeah.
Had this been a Walpole game, I think the runner would be in motion.
Costello plays more. We don't know this coaching staff all that well. We know Walpole's. Chris Costello definitely plays for the run. We've seen him have his cleanup hit a bunch in the past. And he falls behind 3-1 here. Does a nice job of keeping the ball in front of him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nothing's gone to the backstop yet. Hopefully we're not jinxing.
Yeah, all right, 3-1 here with 2 down. He's a little high there to load the bases. Looks like Coach Igo may make a move here.
And he's facing Joyce, who struck out and flied out.
He's going to stay with Dennehy, it looks like, for Joyce.
Nice stop.
Yeah. Yeah, Dennehy just got to take a breath and take his time. Throw a strike here. We got Joyce up here, lefty batter.
Yeah.
He's high there.
He might be running out of gas at this point.
Might be,
Balls
you know.
are going high. And regardless, you got to hit the ball. You're not going to score runs. It's going to be tough to win games.
Yeah. All right. Jason will take a breather here as his catching partner went out, talked to him. Let's see if he can come back with a strike. He's got nowhere to put him. 2-0 here. There it is. And like you said, the Xaverian, even after the walks, aggressive, fouls that ball back on the 2-0 count. Oh, he's back even on that foul to the on-deck batter. Excuse me. A
Bless
little
you.
cool down here.
Oh, yeah. Our next game, I think we do will be a little warmer. I think it's, you said Memorial
There's
Day.
a nice easy can of corn in center field. And put away for the third out by Sunkar. So then he does get out of it, leaves the bases loaded, but Xaverian has added to their lead and now lead after 4.5, 6-0 here at Norwood.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for our newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Your home for all things Norwood. Online at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.
Here, and Michael Sunkar takes a strike from Conley.
Should be Sunkar, Molian, and Mark Murphy up this inning.
Sunkar follows that ball over behind the Xaverian dugout, went to the softball field here. Haven't seen much action on scores. I don't know too much about the Norwood. I heard they have a pretty good team. Ball outside, but I don't know that they don't probably play their games yet, do they? Do they play down at that Gene Brown field on Nickel Street?
You talking the softball?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
softball.
they're behind
I think
Cleveland.
they do. Right, there's a line drive, but
It's going to
geez,
hang up. And that's where they're playing
yeah.
shallow and Norwood.
Yeah, that center field was right there, number 13 for Xaverian, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, normally,
That would have been a base hit, huh?
Yeah, if center field is playing normal depth, but he plays a shallow. Maybe he's more comfortable running back on the ball.
All right, the new hitter here, Dominic Finese.
Yeah.
He's a junior backup catcher for the Mustangs, and he'll hit for Molion here. He takes it low there for 2-0 count. Remember a couple of years ago he had a great year for the freshmen for Norwood. And again, as a hidden account, he had Finese.
And if possible, the center field took a few steps more in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, on this batter.
Sort of like where your son used to play. Challenge him, huh?
I don't know.
Just
like
missed
a good
slow
pitch,
there. And
we'll take it.
Finese gets a walk with one out here, so now he gets a base runner here.
Murphy struck out his first time.
Mark Murphy, we recall that the first time he was very aggressive and hit some nice swings. He's just got to make some contact against Conley. Easy with the moderate lead there. And again,
a little behind on that one.
Yeah, Murphy takes a decent rip at that ball. Fouls it down the first base side.
Norwood's only struck out 3 times today, so they're making contact.
Oh, a nice curveball there by Conley.
Yeah.
Murphy in the hole here, 0-2. And he rips a foul back to the screen.
Bottom of the fifth here with Xaverian up 6-0.
Yeah, now it needs to get that offense rolling. Curveball outside. I think that first game, Jimmy, Xaverian led most of the game, 1-0. And Norwood tied it right towards the end. I think it may perhaps in the top of the 7th. And then unfortunately, there's a check swing in the dirt, a nice stop by Wainwright. And I think somebody told me it was a blue pit deciding hit in that game, unfortunately for Norwood. And their relief pitcher, Dennehy, pitched 7, and another sophomore, James Whalen, had come in. Murphy spoils another one straight back.
Still hanging tough here.
It's like a late arriving crowd.
Yeah,
huh?
well, people do work at. I know we haven't experienced that in a few years.
No.
People work. It's a weekday, 11 a.m. start.
Ball in the dirt.
Oh, he's calling it a swing
strike
without even,
Did he ask?
He didn't ask for help. He got it himself on the
Ball
swing.
in the dirt, so Murphy, they say, went around.
Normally they just hold up. They won't call and ask for help from the base umpire.
Yeah, well, Finese was able to move up to second base on that ball that got away from right to the third base side of Wainwright. So Finese in scoring position. We haven't had too much of that today.
This is Tomasello, his first plate appearance.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Huh?
Junior.
Got a brother that's a senior, was a good basketball player for Norwood this year. He reaches out and he hits, oh, look at it, nice hop there for the second baseman. He makes that play. And like you said, Jimmy, they're making all the plays because that was fairly routine.
Yep.
So, after 5, 6-0 Xaverian.
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations, and offenses that impact crashes like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
So Hayes will not bat.
All right, Hayes Wines. He's a righty, senior righty. Had some good games last year.
Yeah,
huh?
I saw him against Walpole. A little struggle and control in the first, but he he came back and had a couple good innings. I think he pitched a little over 3 and a third in that game. But that was the first game of the year, so they weren't going to use him the whole game anyway.
Yeah, he's put a couple of strikes in here. I think, he reminds me a little of the 2 seniors they had last year. One who didn't throw much, Matt Gianetti, because he hurt his arm. And the one that did, Matty Rice, not overpowering.
Yeah.
He's gonna generally throw strikes. That was unusual. That was a cold day up in Walpole in the first game of the year. Most of the time, there's a ground ball right to Wachowski at shot. He's on to Tomasello for the out, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to throw strikes, and he needs his defense to play well against them. And if they do, I think Hayes, I forget who it was last year. He threw like a 3-0 shutout down here midway through the year. Just doing that, throwing strikes and letting his defense make the plays.
Yeah.
So
He used to have Ricky Meehan, too, was another one. Ricky and Joe Meehan.
Yeah.
All pitched about the same. Pitched
You
to
know.
contact. This is Wainwright for Xaverian. He's walked and doubled. Hit a long ball loss on the double.
There's a strike right in there for even a count. Yeah, I mean, we got a little spoiled there for one year when we had Mellon and Ryan strike out 10, 12 guys a game, but
Yeah.
I don't know that Coach Igo expects that out of, and that's not
You had Galvin,
fair.
too, that year. Galvin.
Yeah, Paul Galvin, so, the defense plays well generally. That's usually a trait of an Igo team, and a pitcher like Hayes should do well. He's got a nice, easy fly to center field, and Sunkar easily makes the play for the second out. You were saying, we were talking about the only lefty on the team. I think he's the only lefty. Will Gamble has pitched a couple of times, and he's very similar too. Throws strikes, and you're not expecting to get 7 innings out of him generally, but keeps you in the game.
Leadoff batter Joyce for Xaverian. Walked and single in 3 at bats. Two at bats today.
Oh, that one gets by for an easy. For ball 2 with 2 down. Definitely very little wind now. We don't even feel it.
It's brightened up a little. The rain
Yeah.
stopped, luckily.
It's a foul ball. You're supposed to be catching that. Did you bring your glove?
No, I should.
Yeah,
Some
you
of these
should've.
games.
That's why you always sit there, because you're the better
This
fielder.
is a new, relatively new. Maybe we were here last year, but we used to be behind fencing.
Yes.
But now I think they're trying to get rid of us, so they put us out in the open.
All right. There's a ground ball. Wachowski over and makes the play. Nice stretch there by Tomasello. Yeah, nice quick inning by Hayes. Does a nice job. Keeps that score at 6-0 for, unfortunately, Xaverian up. And it looks like Xaverian got a new pitcher coming in. Number 23, he's a lefty. See, I even can figure that out.
Wachowski smooth at shortstop.
He does. He's a big kid.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for Our Newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
We got is this John Carter?
Yep,
Yeah.
Carter, and then top of the order. Coming
Ooh,
up.
foul right behind us here.
Geez, you're panicking on these foul balls.
Well, I don't see him. I can catch him if I can see him, but I don't see well anymore. You know. All right, Carter had a beautiful bunt for a base hit and took second on the throwing error. So he leads off and like to get in, and he follows another one straight back.
He's hacking away.
Yep. I just saw Mike Sheehan, whose son Connor is a catcher and outfielder on this team, and he was come over to say hello and reminded us that there's a ball high and up and in. But reminded us that it is sign-up time for youth football here in Norwood. You can do it online at Norwood Youth Football, or get in touch with Mike. There's another ball in. Carter's driven off the plate. Yeah, so we were saying, hopefully there's plenty of kids playing different sports, so I was surprised. And there's a chopper, tough play, but the third baseman was in charge.
A low throw.
But he does. First baseman wasn't sure, but he dug it out.
Carter shows good speed there.
Yeah, he gets down there.
He has one of two Norwood hits. His last time up, he was a bunt single.
Here's the other base hit. Wachowski led the game with the double to the gap. Yeah, I was, to go along with what Mike was saying, hoping to get plenty of kids sign up for football and cheer, sign up for both. There's a strike poured right in there. But baseball this year, where it is that there's quite a few kids that have signed up and then forced Lighty in the Babe Ruth lineup.
Look out.
Right.
I don't think you would have caught that.
That would have been a tough one, even for you. But yeah, Lighty had to add an eighth team to Babe Ruth, and I believe Duper and Sharkey's numbers are good again in Little League too. So there's a line drive, but the shot stops right there.
Placed perfectly.
Wachowski hit that ball in the nose, but all he got for it is another second out of the inning in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, on Carter's ball too, the third baseman was way in it. If he was playing normal position, Carter would have beat that out.
Yeah, he would have.
There's Dennehy.
Dirt.
Well, no, it's got to muster a little better attack. They only had 2 hits today. Early in the season. Well, if this will close out the first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dennehy lays off that.
The defense wasn't bad today. A few errors early, but
no.
You're not going to win any games with low production.
No, and that was funny. Talking to Coach Igo at the beginning of the year, he thought that the team would hit pretty good. Wasn't sure how much pitching they had. They had some a little bit coming back, but they had to replace a few players. There's a Squibbit to first, down to first, and not a bad toss.
No. Yeah, it's probably out of play.
But the pitcher missed the ball.
Yeah, the pitcher sort of lost. He didn't make direct route to first. He sort of circuitously went to first.
What was that?
He made a circuitous route to first.
He did.
So he was a little late too. So he probably just was watching for a bit.
Right. So we'll give him a
that's
2-base error on that. That feed was not that bad, and it puts Dennehy.
You're giving the pitcher the error, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. First baseman did his job. Went over, made the underhand toss, and if the pitcher had found the bag and the ball, then that inning would have been over. But with 2 outs, Dennehy stands at second base.
Decent speed on second. We need a single here.
Yeah, he'll be running on contact as Sean French hits here, DH.
And here we're going to be on camera between innings, so there's the makeup artist around. We could call him in first.
Oh, there's a good pitch there by the lefty.
I don't know if they can see me over the table. Kind of crouched down.
Well, you've gotten shorter as
I
you've
have.
gotten older.
I'm shrinking.
There's a curveball that just came in. Looked like it was French thought it hung a little outside.
French walked and struck out.
He nubbed one down the
Another
first
nubber.
baseline, and the first baseman going to play it himself here.
Yeah.
So now it goes quietly in the 6th again to leave them down 6-0 here after 6, and I guess they're gonna stay with us here.
All
Jimmy,
goose egg
huh?
so far. I think they got the robot camera on us, maybe.
It was,
That could be it.
right, like that drone at Fenway the other day.
Yeah, I was away for that.
Yeah.
What happened? I heard the youngster had a drone flying over.
Yeah, somebody had a drone out in left center field, so. All right.
Some people say
No,
I
it-
drone on.
All right.
Xaverian, another pitcher warming up for Xaverian, another lefty.
Yeah.
Looks like Norwood, we may have a change in left field, number 9.
And Will Gamble.
Gamble's coming out.
Is he our only lefty on the team this year?
That
Might
I've
be.
noticed, yeah.
Might be. And, Hayes is back on the hill. Yeah, infield
Got
stays.
a couple lefty batters, but
Yeah, but nobody else throws lefty.
Yeah.
And Gamble will be our lefty reliever, coming in the footsteps of his father, who was, of course, one of the great lefties for Pete Wall.
yeah, Greg Gamble.
Yeah, Greg Gamble.
Greg.
Yeah, looks like he could still throw 7, right?
7
Huh?
horseshoes, maybe.
Yeah, we see him around town. So
Yeah, Greg Gamble, he threw a lot of innings for Pete Wall.
yeah. Oh. All right, now it's got a hold here. Hayes had a nice 6th inning.
He's in his second inning in relief. And the score as we go to the 7th is 6-0 Xaverian. The Xaverians, I don't know if they're young this year. They're not as big in stature as years past. They have behemoths playing for them. But
they used to have
they've been pretty much flawless up until that last error by the pitcher. Their infield's been looking good.
Yeah, they used to have to check their birth certificates.
Yeah. Looks like Rapoli's leading off.
Well, he took
how
one on
did
the
they roll it
shoulder last inning to help that rally where they got 2 more.
Mm.
I was just looking here on the 20 next week. Norwood faces Ashland here at home. There's a high
Gamble's gonna
fly.
be tested on this.
Yeah, and Gamble's right underneath it,
There you go.
towards the line, and Hayes puts away the first guy there. Yeah, next week is Ashland and Millis. Ashland on the 24th, which would be Wednesday, right?
Yep.
They're at home here, and then they got to travel to Millis on Friday. So they have an extended period here where they don't play a lot. They didn't play only this one game this week on vacation week, and then don't play Monday after Easter being Sunday. I guess
You're getting them in the cages this week.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
hit
there's
hard.
a ball
That may
hit
be out
hard.
of here.
Gamble's
That is
going back,
gone.
but he's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that ball is up. That go above the
That was above the netting.
above the netting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's in cleared the yard.
Yeah, down the line there. The ball hit well, and it was by number 7 for Xaverian.
I think it's Foster. Is his
Foster?
name? Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt about that. That wasn't a cheapie. Didn't need any wind to help it. So,
Yeah, that was a goner right off the bat.
yeah. Gamble
Yeah, he
won.
hit it about 360, I'd say.
Yeah.
320 here, dimensions and left, but went over the netting and into the yard. Could be out on the street, actually. That side street in the back.
Yeah. All right. Hayes comes back with a strike here. He's got one out here in the top of the 7th.
And this is Pompacelli for Xaverian.
Hits
the
one off the
fist.
fist. Tough play. Nice play there by Bukowski. He comes up. He's got that strong arm. That wasn't as easy a play as it looked because it was spinning there. Lefty batter. But Jay Wachowski made a nice play. He hasn't played third as much either. This year is where it looks like he's going to get situated in at third base. He's played a lot of outfield, second base, and I don't know how much, unfortunately, his arm isn't all that great here to pitch. He's contemplating some surgery, the word is, so that's too bad. He's got a very live arm.
Yeah, throws very hard.
All right, 2 down here for Hayes with the Hawks extended to 7-0 lead. Foul right back into the parking lot. Old Balch School. This was my alma mater, of course. You know. I was lucky enough. They pushed me out in 1966.
You must have been the valedictorian at the Balch.
Well,
Dookie Manfro, did he go to the Balch?
he did.
Yeah.
He was a year behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was he was quite a hitter for Babe Ruth. Yeah. Ooh, that ball's hit, but
The gap.
Gamble, does he got it? No. Gamble's going to have to chase that down. He gets it just before and gets it in, but it's going to be a stand-up double once you get into that gap there.
Yeah, he was more towards the line.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think he could have got to that.
No. So Gamble's got some action out there.
We got a new batter for Xaverian since Conley's out of the game. Number 25. This is their pitcher. Who, I don't think we know his name.
No, 2 down with the Hawk on second. There's a nice high pop-up. Robbie Kwiatkowski at shortstop puts it away for the 3rd out. So other than that long home run, Hayes again does a good job.
Yeah. Keeps the game moving.
Yeah.
Throwing strikes.
Yeah.
Another reliever coming in for Xaverian, another lefty.
Another lefty, number 21 this time. Is he coming in or is he going?
Oh, he's going to the.
He's warm.
I thought he was coming in.
He's
He's coming in from the bullpen.
It's interesting to see. Looks like the coach is coming out. Don't know what the coach's name is because he's taking over for Lambert.
That fellow there, I believe, is Anthony Falco.
Falco.
He's been an assistant.
You think?
Yes, I believe it is. I haven't seen him in a few years, and minus the beard. I know J.M. Barker is an assistant, but I believe he deals with the JV. So.
Mm-hmm. We still on? I don't think we are.
No. What's he?
Your home for all things Norwood. Online at norcommunitymedia.org.
Santisi.
Joey Santisi. Yeah. He picked guys off that was standing. There's a foul back by Rob Wachowski. They'd be standing a foot off the bag, and he would pick them off.
The game he came into with the bases. I think the bases were loaded. Nobody out. He picked off that guy at first, and then he walked the next batter and picked him off again. Those 2 outs.
Oh, nice grab by
Nice
that first
play.
baseman. Yeah. Markowski just got nipped at first. A nice pickup by that first baseman on the ground at third. Yeah, what he picked off.
2 guys at least in that inning.
Oh, yeah. Best move I ever saw.
Yeah.
Joey.
The other teams would be yelling balk,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. He had that hesitation. He hung that leg up there instead of never went behind his back leg.
All right, here's Connor Sheehan hitting for the first time. He's pinch hitting here. Connor's a junior. We were just referring to his father, Mike, who's very involved in a number of different things. The Norwood Hoop Club, youth football, and the Norwood Football Parent Group. So Mike's busy all the time. He's here today to watch Connor, and he gets a at-bat here with 1 out in the 7th.
I see where some factions around the country, or in Massachusetts especially, want to ban youth football from tackling.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the jury's still out on what the health effects are, but I mean, it wouldn't be the same without, tackling. I mean, how are you going to learn the game?
Yeah. All right. Connor's got 2 strikes on him here. Almost hit him. The ball goes to the backstop.
Primarily juniors and seniors on this Norwood team.
Yeah.
Not a lot of young kids.
Well,
3 sophomores.
Good eye there, and he gets a walk. Walk for Connor Sheehan with 1 down in the 7th. Well, you were mentioning a couple of things. One, the Xaverian's sub-varsity, and we should mention Norwood's, with Coach Dave Dalton coming up to the varsity to work with Coach Igo's staff. See that Jimmy Flynn is coaching the JV team, and the freshman group is again with Abo. All right.
Another pinch hitter here.
Ooh, and he's
he
hit.
gets drilled, and
Huh?
that was Jaden Ryan
Ryan.
batting, number
Right.
24.
New lefty pitcher's a little wild, huh? Walked a guy
this
and
could
now
be
hit a
an
guy.
opening for Norwood here.
Yeah.
I've seen stranger things over the years.
All right. So who we got here? Number 3 for
This
Norwood. John Carter. So we're at we get the
is
top
it 3
of the
or
order
is this
coming.
number?
I think so.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No?
I don't. I think he's not up. I don't think,
Well,
according to my scorecard.
No, he
No,
isn't.
he should be a last batter.
Right. Was he trying to sneak up there?
I don't know. He lost his place because 2
No,
pinch
we
hitters.
should have a 7th batter hitting,
Murphy,
right?
the left
Murphy.
fielder. It should be Gamble coming up,
Right.
the left fielder. Or Murphy.
So they will
Murphy's re-entering
re-enter.
for Gamble.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say Carter's not due up unless I
Right.
lost
Right.
track for 4 or 5 batters.
No.
Yeah, that would have been
All right.
disastrous. to be
Right,
Called
to
out
be-
for,
right, to-
batting out of
batting
order.
out of
I haven't
order.
seen that in years.
I'd blame Urca on that.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Murphy takes a strike at the knees. Yeah, so we want to wish the freshmen. My understanding is both teams have gotten off to pretty good starts, so they expect to have strong teams at freshman and JV level. There's a
Chopped and
foul
foul.
ball.
That was off
No,
his foot. But
Yeah.
his dump was a little delayed in giving the signal.
Right, so Murphy is in the hole, 0-2 here. Got 1 down here in the last of the 7th.
Again, Norwood only 2 hits on the day.
Yeah.
One of them being a bunt single.
Yeah, I mean, Xaverian has made the plays, but they haven't been necessarily challenged, I wouldn't say. By
No, I mean the
a lot of-
shortstops made a couple
Yeah.
decent plays.
Their infielders made the plays that they had to make, and they've been many of them routine. So yeah, I'm sure Coach Igo's going to be working on the hitting game. Oh, there's Murphy. Does he get that line? Oh, just foul.
Oh, ball.
Good piece down the left field line, but couldn't keep it fair there. So
I mean, this shortstop for Xaverian looks rather young. He didn't bat today. I believe his name was Foley.
Yeah. All right, 2 strikes here to Murphy.
Oh, blew it by
And
him.
he couldn't get that outside
Yeah.
fastball. Got a little pop to it
Yeah, a little
here.
zip on that one.
Yeah, he did.
And here
All
comes
right.
Tomasello for
So,
Norwood.
yeah.
Last chance for Norwood to keep the game going.
Yeah, we're down to our last out. And I've been listening a little bit to baseball, and I find it interesting. Sean McDonough joining Castiglione and Merloni.
Yeah, he's on like 20 games, I think he's going to do,
I'll
isn't
tell
he,
you,
or something?
I think he's terrific.
Yeah,
because
I missed it when he was the TV for Channel 38.
right, what other people think, he's a lot like you. What other people think eventually comes out of his mouth. There's a swing and a miss. And sometimes it's not the best thing, but it's a lot of times it's the truth, and it's exactly what others maybe are watching, thinking of it.
Yeah,
I thought
because the Red Sox used to own Channel 38.
Right,
he would
because
say
Castiglione,
stuff.
of course, is very reluctant to criticize, you know.
Yeah, I guess they're going. The Red Sox are going with
Tomasello
several different
swings and
announcers.
misses?
To
Huh?
join. They're going with several different combos
Right.
for their radio.
He had a great line the other night, and he says that he's not looking to be funny about it. The guy John Wasden, who pitched for the Red Sox, was with the
Way back
Orioles.
Wasden, was
Way
it?
back Wasden. He's the
Yeah.
bullpen coach, and of course Castiglione said that the ball outside, even the count, and McDonough couldn't resist, like you sometimes. Couldn't resist saying, well, it's appropriate that he's out in the bullpen
Yeah,
because
a
that's
lot of his
where
balls landed
most of
out
his pitches landed. Right.
Yeah.
So
John Wasden, yes. That
foul
catcher's going to get a
there. He
chance,
might
I think.
catch that.
Yeah.
Wainwright might have a shot. Nope.
No.
Lands on the screen and out of play. So Tomasello hangs. He's got 2 men on here. See if they can break the shutout at least here of Norwood. Looks like, as you've said in the past,
I
which
don't know
one-
if Paul Kiofer auditioned for any of those
No, he should.
radio jobs.
Right.
He was minor league announcer from
Yeah,
Norwood.
I mean, you. All right, Tomasello's. Watch, it was a close one.
I wouldn't look at that again, though.
All right.
Yeah,
He had good eye there. Does that run it full? Yeah, 3-2.
and this pitcher's got some decent velocity, yeah.
Yeah, he does for a not a big kid. He got a nice smooth motion on the ball.
Yeah, he
Oh,
lost
that's-
him.
Yeah, he did. Was
Now
that?
we got the bases loaded for.
Was that 3-2? Our runners weren't running on that.
Well,
There are 2 outs, right? We had a
two
ground
outs,
out.
and this is Carter.
Carter can hit.
Now it's Carter's turn.
He doesn't have to sneak up this time. Yeah, all right. From the wind-up. Slow.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
Now it's got a little rally going. I'd like to see Carter get to the top of the order with Wachowski and Dennehy coming.
Yeah.
And he poured that strike in there.
Baseball's a strange game. I've seen games in college where it was 2 outs and nobody on and down 9 runs, and they came back to win the game.
Oh, there's a tough play with Carter's speed.
And again,
An infield single scores them.
the Xaverian pitcher was slow to cover first, so
Yeah.
I mean that should have been the last out of the game. But we'll take it.
All
Now
right.
it's got their first run of the game.
Yeah, Carter's speed twice is.
We'll give
Landed
him
him.
a single.
Oh, he has to be. Yeah. Couldn't have placed that ball any better. So 7-1, and top of the Norwood order here with Jay Wachowski.
That's a rip.
It's a liner
Oh.
right at the center fielder.
Right.
Even though he
Smooth
was
out there.
yeah, even though he was in, he easily went back.
Yeah.
Wachowski hit that ball right on the nose again. So
Well, that about does it with
All right,
Xaverian taking the win 7-1.
yeah. So now it dips to 0-5. They'll be looking for their first win next Wednesday here at the Balch against Ashland, and then they'll travel to Millis and see if they can get back on track here. And not unusual for Norwood to start out slow. I think this is a bit slower than they'd like. Coach Igo, a lot of times with the big roster, will go through the first quarter of the season, giving everybody a chance, and then usually they play like you have said, and Xaverian does too. Good teams play better at the end of the year. A lot of times we play Xaverian and Walpole towards the end of the year. This year, we're done with Xaverian now after these 2 games. We do play the last game of the year. There is some talk that they are going to ask us to do that game May 28th, Memorial Day weekend.
And it could be one of those games where you have to win to make
the
tournament.
It could be a big game for the Mustangs. So, so we're hoping that by then Norwood will have started to find their bats. Didn't think their pitching was all that bad today. The defense was fine. Just tough to win with what? What do you get?
3 hits. 3 hits overall.
2 of them didn't.
2 were infield varieties.
Yeah, didn't make it by the pitcher's mound. So, so we're glad to be back. We want to wish everybody a happy Easter this weekend or the following weekend if you're of the Orthodox faith. And want to thank from NCM TV, the crew that joined us on this cold, raw day down here. Stephen Allinger, Kevin Sisk, Timmy Rose, Maggie Federico, Michael O'Donnell, and the producer director today. I want to thank particularly Brian Dunn. So, until the 28th, Jimmy, have a nice holiday weekend this weekend. And we'll see you towards the end of the season.
All right.